YouTube, how you doing? Hope everyone is well. Raj from the UK here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on an eau de toilette from the house of Penhaligons, and I'm going to be talking about Castile. Castile comes in two sizes, a 50ml which will cost you £58 and a 100ml which will cost you £80. The top notes are neroli and petitgrain, middle notes of bergamot and orange blossom with some rose, and in the base you're getting something which they called precious woods. I don't really know what that means, and you're getting musk as well. I'm not going to go too much into the packaging because I've done a review of sartorial, so if you want to have a look at the packaging, probably best to look at that. But this is the box. On the front here you've got some sort of coat of arms, which I don't really know what it is, what that's all about. I tried doing a little bit of research, but couldn't really find anything. And on the front, or the top, you've got the two royal warrants to the Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales. This is the bottle, same sticker as on the box. You've got the orange bow tie. A lot of Penhaligon's fragrances have this bow tie, some of them have ribbons. The cap on here is loose. I have 4 Penhaligon's fragrances and 2 of them have a loose cap. So, you know, that could just be unlucky, or, you know, maybe, you know, just those 2 are defective while probably the majority of them are actually okay, but I wasn't really too happy about that. It's not the worst thing in the world, but, you know, you want it to be sturdy, you don't want it to be shaking about. So, yeah, and the sprayer works kind of well, decent, it's nothing spectacular. What I get from this fragrance is probably, from the opening, one of the best openings. I really love this. This is, if you're a fan of fresh, natural, authentic, lively citrus notes, this is the fragrance to go for, I think. You're getting a real blast of, it's neroli in there. Neroli is one of my favourite ingredients. I always try and look for neroli fragrances. I don't really have that many in my collection, if I'm honest. For a note which is one of my favourites, you'd think I'd have a few more. But I suppose in the UK, the weather's not really that great all the time. I mean, we've got a bit of sunshine today, but you know, with all the rain, neroli citrus scents aren't ones that I'm going to be wearing on a much of a regular basis. But here, you know, you get a really incredible opening of bergamot also in there as well, and they say on the Penhaligon's website anyway they used hand squeezed bergamot. I don't know if that makes a difference, or what else other alternative there would be. I suppose using a machine to get I don't really know how they would get bergamot oil, but hand squeezed, you know, maybe it makes a difference because it's an incredible opening. It's a great citrus scent, but it is slightly orangey, but don't think of lemons and limes and orange. This is sort of a little bit flowery as well. Not in a feminine way, to be honest. I've read reviews on this, and people talk about white florals. I see what they're talking about there, because I get a sort of, it's almost like a jasmine, but a little bit toned down. It's not a heady floral, it's quite agreeable. Also, one thing which I don't pick up on, but is in the note breakdown, is rose. Rose is a scent which I've really, you know, I'm starting to really appreciate a lot. It's very easy to think of rose or see rose in a breakdown and think it's just way too feminine, it's not going to be for me. I think it can take you by surprise. I don't actually pick it up in here, but there is a sort of a floral undertone sort of underneath this really sparkling, lively citrus opening to the fragrance. The problem with this fragrance is it doesn't really, it's quite simple. Actually, the fact that it's a simple fragrance isn't the problem. What I was supposed to say is that the longevity is a slight issue. I get 4 strong hours, a couple of hours where it's a little bit faint, and then after that it's difficult to pick up. You know, sometimes when I'm at work and I'm at my desk and you stand up, and you know, because I normally spray this on the chest or just like inside here, and the sort of dip of your neck here, I think that's the best place to spray it. It doesn't really last too much on my wrist. Most fragrances don't last on my wrist, to be honest. So I think go around this area is the best. And you know, when you stand up, you get a slight waft of it coming up. But I would say this is about a 5-hour strong fragrance. A couple of hours on top of that will be quite faint. So that's kind of a little bit disappointing to me. But what I also pick up in this fragrance, which kind of takes it away from being overly simple, is this kind of a sweet honey effect. It's nothing like a dessert, or you know, it's kind of almost as if you have some sort of you got the bergamot in there and somebody's just drizzled a little bit of honey on top of that, and that's kind of what I'm getting from the fragrance. And I kind of feel that this fragrance is kind of is sort of incomplete. They say they have precious woods and musk in the dry down, but you know, I've had this on for a while and I've used this fragrance quite a few times, and I can't pick up any woods at all, and I can't pick up any musk, and I'm quite surprised because normally in a fragrance I usually pick up everything from the top, middle and base, or not everything, but you know, most of the ingredients, or you know, for some reason I can't pick up anything in the base. It's almost as if there is no base here. So that's a bit strange, and I don't know if anybody else watching this has had that experience, or whether they've had an opposite experience and they are picking up the musk, because I really feel to make this a great fragrance, the musk and woods should have been, you know, just added in a little bit more. It would have made it a spectacular fragrance. I think this is a unisex fragrance. On the Lucky Scent website, you know, they have that sort of gender bar, it's leaning towards the masculine side. On the Penhaligon's website, when you click on fragrances for him, you'll find Castile. Under the for her section, it's not listed. So that's weird, because I think this is just bang in the middle. I don't think this is overly masculine or feminine. I think it's just right in the middle. In terms of a rating, or you know, actually a little bit about longevity, I think this does project. About projection. I think this does project quite well for the first 2 hours, and then again, like the longevity, it becomes quite faint. What else is there to say about this? I'm going to give this a rating of 7 out of 10, which is still a good score, but it's nothing that high, and especially when you're paying £58 for a 50 ml, I would have expected a little bit more. I would definitely recommend the fragrance, because I think this could work on, this could probably work better on somebody else's skin, potentially. And it's still a great fragrance. I would buy it again, but you know, it's kind of a little bit annoying that it doesn't last a little bit longer. Perhaps, you know, the citrus scents, the neroli, it's just the nature of the note, I suppose. It doesn't have a huge longevity, but it smells fantastic, and I think that's the most important thing. If you're looking at alternatives to this fragrance, a more expensive and better version is Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. They've recently bumped up their prices now, so they're even more expensive. If you're looking for a slightly cheaper alternative, a better value, one fragrance which I picked up recently was this one by Dior. This is called Castile a Portofino, and I'm not going to talk too much about it. I need to test it out a little bit more, but I have a feeling this one could be a really nice alternative and a cheaper alternative. You get more for your money here in Dior's Castile a Portofino. So those are my thoughts on Penhaligon's Castile. A good fragrance. It feels almost slightly incomplete. Maybe it's just my skin and it's not developing as much as on other people's skin. But still a good fragrance. I would recommend, but I have a feeling there are better alternatives out there. 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Shorty, let me tell you about my only vice. It has to do with lots of loving, and it ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing nice.